Hi Victoria, and welcome to Centric Health TV. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you, Douglas. How are you?
I'm grand. I'm all looking forward to this conversation, and I understand that you have something interesting to share in regards to unforgettable experiences. So tell me a bit about unforgettable experiences.
All right, so there was two of us came up with the concept, myself and my now husband Richard. So Richard had a traumatic brain injury, he was an ex-head history teacher, and he had a love of the arts, he really wanted to help people through rehabilitation that had been through a similar journey to him. And at the same time, in a parallel universe, I have had a lot of people around me with mental health challenges. My grandma had vascular dementia and she was kind of like a second mother to me. I have a lot of love for my grandma, but she sadly passed. And I went through that journey with my mother to support her, played instruments with her, saw the amazing difference that it made to her. She was just more lucid, had more conversation with us whenever she played her organ, and it really had a profound effect on me. And so we kind of put both our ideas together to form Unforgettable Experiences, and that was the start of the concept, really.
Wow, and how long have you been going on for?
So we're a fairly early social enterprise, early in my journey, but we've been running nearly a year now, and we've made quite a lot of difference so far, just in the northeast, and are currently expanding across the country.
Excellent. Do you find that in terms of these cognitive arts and therapies, you have to do a lot of myth busting to really explain to people what is actually entailed?
Yeah, I think a lot of people think that either creative or they're not, but it doesn't really matter. What we provide is an alternative form of CST, I suppose you could say. We follow the principles of CST. We take a very personalised care approach to understand what people are interested in the arts. So even if they've not done an art before, they might have, visited some museums and found it quite interesting, and they might want to learn a bit more about that. So we've matched them with a fine artist, for example. You don't have to have been creative to take part. It's about doing something that you love and aligning the journey of improving your memory and your well-being to that activity.
Yeah, you mentioned something about budding people. So you have a challenge or a need for some people to express themselves with art, then you match them to the resource, these people that can help them on that journey. How do you access these people?
So basically we've got a team of artists who work across arts and crafts, film and photography, creative writing, history, music, dance, drama, you name it, any type of art. We've got an artist who is providing and developing bespoke content to help people with a cognitive impairment. And we'll match them with that artist to do 2 sessions per week over a period of time, but then we'll also match them with a digital activity buddy. So these are kind of like a technical befriender. They'll provide like befriending style support, but they'll also provide very complex technical and IT support to help people get set up on their equipment, whether that be a computer, laptop, phone, whatever is the person has access to, that we'll help them do. And then they help them into each and every session until they feel confident to do it themselves. So there's no time limit on that.
Brilliant, brilliant. So I particularly like that step-by-step approach. What are your highlights in watching somebody who engages with this form of service? In terms of how do they improve? What do you see?
Oh, it's incredible. Like, we've had comments from carers who have said they can see how it totally transforms their husband or their loved one after they've attended a session. They can see more conversation with them. They themselves as carers have really benefited because it's given them a chance to see the person for who they are rather than the condition again. Professionals have seen us as like, I suppose, an extension of their community mental health teams, because we've been working hand in hand with a lot of NHS mental health trusts, local authorities, CCGs and the new ICSs to really roll out this programme across the country, and we're still wanting to build partnerships with those kind of organisations. But the difference is phenomenal, and I think the most important difference is where independent evaluations shown a 20% improvement in well-being, memory and quality of life, which I just thought was personally incredible off a small pilot, and we hope to do more evaluation on that. But for now, I'm really happy with the results.
Oh, that's excellent. So in terms of scaling up, from this pilot, how is the scaling going? How do people access this service?
So it's quite simple. We've tried to keep it as simple as possible because we understand professionals in health and social care are bombarded, like so busy with additional waiting lists, etc. So all we need is a name and a phone number after you've had a conversation with someone to refer. We've got a professionals page on our website. We've also got a website where people can refer themselves direct. So they don't even have to come through a professional. They could just go on and sign up for a monthly subscription. Certain areas of the country we are offering free sessions, just because of working with different trusts and different funding we've got behind us. But for now, ultimately, I'd like to build relationships with commissioners to try and drive that growth, speak to clinicians in the mental health trusts to try and work more in partnership around how we can help them to achieve their outcomes and help the people that are living in their local areas.
I wish you good luck in that. And when you talk about partnerships in particular, we are seeing health being merged with other facets, such as education, employment, all those other things. And you talked about the cognitive functioning, that impacts on all these other dimensions. So in the partnerships, are you also reaching out to like the ICSs of the world?
Yeah, so we've had some conversations with different ICSs, but I'm open to, everyone's kind of establishing their ICSs at the minute, but I'm open to have conversations with people in various different professions across older people's mental health, CCGs, the ICSs, a primary care networks, even for the social prescribers. We get a lot of referrals from social prescribers also. So yeah, I think anything we can do to help you to contribute towards your objectives and what you're trying to achieve in older people's mental health, where service really aligns to the personalised model of care. It follows the principles of the CST, cognitive stimulation therapy, and it's very much aligned to the older adults community mental health framework as well. So I really feel we can help in this area. We're a collaborative organisation, and as you can gather, I'm pretty chatty. I just want to make a lot of friends, work together to do the best for the people at the end of the day.
Wow, and you certainly made a friend of Centric Health TV. This has been an unforgettable experience. Victoria, thank you very much.
Thank you.